Today we are going to talk about the advantages to house hacking and building wealth through house hacking or real estate investing. If you've been following my channel or my social media accounts over the last couple of weeks or last couple of months, you've got a pretty good idea of what house hacking is, where you purchase a property and you live in it and rent out other bedrooms or units, and then later go purchase another place to live in and then rent out the unit or bedroom that you were previously in. Not only does house hacking provide you rental income or reduce your expenses, but it also helps build wealth over time. Here are my top 5 advantages to house hacking. Number 1, pretty obvious, rental income. One of the biggest advantages to house hacking is generating rental income from the property that you're living in. This helps offset your mortgage or other housing expenses, making it easier to build equity, especially if you hold these properties for a long period of time. And with the right property or right strategy or right guidance, you may be able to generate enough rental income to cover your entire mortgage and then have some left over at the end of the month. And this is what we call cash flow. Advantage number 2, tax benefits. And this is huge. House hacking allows tons of tax benefits when you purchase a property and then eventually use it as a rental property, which in turn builds wealth over time. Some quick examples of what you're able to deduct once your property is being used as a rental property are repairs, maintenance, and something called depreciation. And depreciation allows you to depreciate the building value of your property over 27 and a half years. So if your building value is worth $100,000, divide that by 27 and a half, and that's what you're able to deduct every single year just from your building value. And repairs and maintenance and that kind of stuff also will be able to be used as a deduction too. But come tax season, all of these deductions help you a ton because you end up not having to pay hardly any tax on the income or rental income that you receive. Another tax benefit to house hacking is when you live in the property for 2 years rather than 1. If you decide to sell your property, you don't pay any capital gains tax or long-term capital gains on the proceeds or profit that you receive. I like to call this house hacking on steroids, and I'll make another video on this later on. So advantage number 3, and we've kind of touched on this a little bit already, but it's building equity. Real estate 101 right here. When you purchase a property and you have that mortgage payment, part of that payment each month goes towards the principal. So each of those rental checks that you're receiving from your tenants, those rental checks are going towards your mortgage. Each one of those mortgage payments is making a very small contribution to your loan balance. It's paying down that loan. So by house hacking, you're able to pay this down or build equity much quicker because you're not only paying down your mortgage, but you're generating rental income. So this helps you build wealth faster and potentially can be used as a retirement source down the road. And this is often a forgotten benefit to house hacking. Of course, cash flow is important and we love it, but don't forget each mortgage payment every single month, paying down that loan balance is also a hidden little piece of cash flow because that's equity that is going towards your property. When you decide to sell, you will recoup. Advantage number 4, and this kind of goes without saying, but it lowers your living expenses. By living in one of the units or one of the bedrooms, you save a ton of money on your living expenses and that mortgage, which is oftentimes a household's largest expense. So any additional income that you receive from your house hack properties or that rental income can be used to either save up for the next property or help pay down debt, save for retirement, or invest in other areas like the stock market. When you lower that high living expense that most households have as their highest expense, it gives you opportunity to use that capital in other ways that could generate even more wealth. Advantage number 5, the diversification of your investments. Turning your primary residence into a rental property or something that generates you income is huge. It's like the old saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket. By turning your primary residence into a rental property, whether that's a single family home, townhome, duplex, triplex, or quadplex, multiple sources of income is never going to hurt you in the long run. And that's why house hacking is super powerful. Low barrier to entry and can generate long-term wealth very, very quickly, especially if you repeat this process over and over. So with the rental income, the tax benefits, building equity quicker, lowering your living expenses, and diversifying your investments by doing this will help you tremendously with your financial goals and building long-term wealth. Just be sure to do your due diligence and do your research before making any of these decisions. Or just reach out to me. I'm happy to help. If you found value in this video, please like, share, subscribe. You know the spiel, you know the drill. But thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.